this worldwide, because I don't think that this should be contained. If this is genuine, I think humanity has the right to know if there's been a long-term toxic program spraying toxins into the environment. And, you know, a lot of people have become ill. A friend of mine's father has got Alzheimer's, which is linked to aluminium, but, you know, the source of aluminium is everywhere. But when you get it, when you're breathing it in, I've got documents, proper scientific papers that establish that the nanoparticles from jet fuels will actually damage your immune system, break the blood barrier, and travel around to different organs in the body. And they are well aware of the impacts to human health. And if this program's been going on and they're well aware, then I don't know what conventions and what laws have been broken, but there are a lot of people that have been ill. Do you know that autism has increased so much? Like in the 1970s, I think it was 1 in 50,000 would get autism. Now it's 1 in 500. And, you know, and cancer in 1970s, 1 in 10 people would get it. Now it's 1 in 2.
I'm aware of the increasing.
And do you know that part of it supposedly is about depopulation? Because it's a fact that men's sperm count have dropped 33% in just 16 years.
Right.
And a lot of people are moving towards artificial insemination, IVF treatments to make a baby.
Yeah.
And this is part of a plan.
I hear everything you're saying, I really do. And obviously this is quite a unique, report, shall we say.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Obviously I'm sitting here, I would obviously have to speak to somebody quite on high.
I know. I'm certain they'll be alerted. To be honest with you, because if the whistleblower is genuine and the information is quite extensive, which has got myself and a few other people that have had a look at it, you know, kind of like, oh, this is it. We've found it. We've got something here. They say that we are monitored. So who by? You know, at some level up in the government, they will know. Well, the thing is, I have to go to England tomorrow, and I'm speaking at 3 conferences, and obviously I'll be making this information public. But I'm concerned for my own safety. You know, scientists that have spoken out about chemtrails in the past have been murdered. And although I always knew that if I carried on raising awareness, that one day it might get serious if I actually found out some truth, because this is a massive program and the people are behind this obviously haven't made it public and it's going on secret and they don't want anyone to know. Yeah. But it's getting close to the point where they can't contain this information anymore. But I've also been to Oxford University and met up with somebody connected with the regulations for geoengineering, because the government are openly trying to lobby other nations to accept geoengineering as a strategy against this fraudulent claim of global warming. So they are pushing it. So the UK government, although I think it's based from America and the UN and NATO, the UK government are certainly a very strong part of pushing the geoengineering program. And if you don't understand what it is, they are basically going to openly spray us. At the moment they're covertly doing it, and they're going to openly spray us with all these toxins. And it's a bit like the fracking situation, you know, they've sanitized it and they're going to poison our environment, and they just go ahead and do it anyway. And so the thing is, it's like our water won't be safe to drink, our food won't be safe to drink, and the air we breathe isn't safe to drink. And this is going on. I think people have the right to be consulted, and if they don't want this to happen, I think they've got the right to say no and stop it.
Okay. Well, what I need to do is obviously need to take some advice. But are you in a position to put anything down to an email to me?
Yeah, I will. Yeah, definitely, of course.
That I can then, because I know it sounds ridiculous, but it helps us to audit ourselves that we obviously these things get moved on to the right people. So I need something in writing.
Yeah.
If you're prepared to do that, I can give you my email address here.
Yeah.
And then on receipt of that, I will see who I can highlight this to, because obviously it's quite, I'm not really sure exactly. Obviously, it's got to go right to the top. So that's what I need to do, but I can't go without anything tangible.
Yeah, I understand.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, of course, of course.
If you're prepared to do that, then I will go from there, and I will speak to even though my boss is on leave, I'll probably be able to give him a call, and see what where the best persons to take this with for initial information, to see what, and obviously it'll be out of our hands after that, but to see what can be, what the next step is, basically. Because at this moment in time, I think I've got a lot of information from yourself, obviously, but I need to be able to relay some facts.
Yes.
To the right persons. Otherwise, it's not going to go anywhere. So for me, I need that. If you can do that,
I will do that.
Grateful. As whenever you're able to.
I will email you immediately after this call. Because I am basically very, very concerned that this situation might get brushed over.
Yeah, no, I understand that, and I think for me, to make sure that I've got the right information to the right persons, that's why I can relay what you've told me as best I can, but without proper facts from I don't want to get them confused with something that I've not written down correctly, or something that isn't 100% accurate. So I need, if you tell me what you can, as basic as you can bullet point it if you wish to make it easier, and then I can go with that information to persons on high to let them know.
Okay.
And then we can go from there.
Now, you mentioned about the legal side of things, and I was hoping you might be fishing out some numbers or addresses or something that I might be able to put into action as well.
Some advice, really, because I don't know where, and I'm wondering if this is more for DFT, or I'm not sure exactly where this needs to head, because obviously the DFT, we are contracted to them.
What is the DFT?
The Department for Transport.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Maybe I should contact Norman Baker then.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we are a regulator on behalf of the Department for Transport. So, that's where we sit. But we purely regulate the aviation industry in the UK.
But if pyrofluoric fuel additives were added to aviation that were carrying people.
Yes.
And although apparently there have been accidents in the past because of this program, as I think I read out something about stalling, but I believe that there's been some explosions as well in the past.
Right.
There's one in Thailand, one just off New York, and I think, I'm not sure, the third one I think was in India, because this is a worldwide thing. Isn't there a massive safety issue about?
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely, and also if it's illegal, and also, but if it's knowing, if they obviously you mentioned one of the low cost ones that is in on it, then yes, that is obviously a significant thing for us, but it obviously goes beyond that as well. So that's why I need to speak to relevant persons. To see what their thought process is as to how to handle such an in-depth issue, which, may come from on high directly with yourself rather than me, as it were. I'm just the go-between at the moment, so I think that's what I need to have is the information.
Okay.
And then go to them with, because it's quite a significant issue that is not something that we receive every day, as you can imagine.
No, I know.
So, yeah, that's where I am, but obviously anything that you do give to me is part of the confidentiality process that we have in place.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously that will be treated with the utmost confidentiality, and it will be taken directly to the persons as I see fit. But I will speak to my immediate boss, who is, as I say, he's on leave, but he's at home, so I can call him.
Is that Sean Parker?
It is.
Because I tried to call him. I called up the day before yesterday,
Okay.
and he was in a meeting,
Yeah.
so I couldn't speak to him.
Yeah.
And then it was call back after 5 o'clock. So I called back at 5:10, and there was no answer, so I missed him.
Right.
Yesterday I was consulting with
with
people.
meetings, unfortunately, yes.
Ah, is he?
So
Yeah.
that is for sure. But as I say, if we start with something on paper to me, then
Yeah.
I really can go from there.
Well, email's fine, isn't it?
Say again.
Email is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine. But if you do it directly to my email address,
Yeah.
and I'll give you that if you've got a pen and paper handy.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, it's Sharon, SHARON,
Yeah.
dot
Yep.
Read, READ,
READ.
yep,
Yep.
at CAA.
Is that capital letters or just a small one?
I don't think it makes any difference, but
Okay.
I think, no, I would do lowercase.
Okay.
So CAA.co.uk.
Okay.
Is
Right.
that all right?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I'll do that, Shan. I mean, some of the information they have said will lead directly back to them, so they've asked me not to share it. But saying that, and I won't share that immediately.
Oh, no, I mean, as I say, you give what you can within reason, as long as it has some of the bare bones of what you've explained, so that I can, something tangible that can be, given to the right person for, for their look at it and to understand where we're coming from. And obviously I can fill in the information that I've written down as well. And we can go from there.
Okay.
That's as best I can do at the moment. Appreciate, obviously, this is a very major issue. So, if you can bear with me on that, then obviously I will go and speak to relevant parties once I have something from yourself.
Okay. All right. And is there an international civil aviation authority? Because also this person is part of a European airline, and I live in France.
Okay.
Which is why I'm concerned to make sure I can publicise all this information before I have to go through the border, because I don't want to be nabbed as a containment issue.
Well, obviously there is the European agency, which is the equivalent to us, but in Europe. I don't know who you would speak to, but I would go to, you would need to speak to significant management, I would suggest.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a website, EASA,
EASA, was that?
Yeah, yeah.
EASA.
EASA, yeah. They do have, the breakdown of who does what. So it may be worth having a look at their website before, you can contact them.
Yeah.
And that obviously they they're basically their job is to bring Europe onto the same level playing field with all the national authorities in the member states, which there are about 27 of us,
Yeah.
of which we're one of them. So, if you wanted to contact them, obviously that's down to you. But that's we also, work with them in terms of regulations. But it's mainly to do with as I say, bringing everybody to the same levels. So our safety mechanisms are the same as other countries and vice versa.
Centralisation, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone loses their job, and yeah. We see it time and time again, don't we?
As I say, we still regulate our own persons within those guidelines. So that's where we are.
Okay. All right. So yeah, can I just recap? I got the EASA.
Correct. Yeah.
And I didn't get the rest of the site or.
That's basically it.
Oh, okay. I'll just put that in and I'll find them. Yeah.
That. It's the European Agency, Safety Agency.
Right. Okay. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for your time.
Or European Aviation Safety Agency, I should say. I don't normally say it in all its words, so it's normally just ER.
Just abbreviated, yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, I'll